now we've seen our share of really interesting weather in the past year of 2016.
It really has been. It was kind of hard to comprise all the events that happened over the last year, but I named the last of several kind of events. And Steve, from ravishing floods and tornadoes to lake snows and out-of-season snowstorms, there certainly has been a lot. So tonight, in the first of two parts, I look at the weather events in the first half of 2016. With the strongest El Nino since the winter of 1997 and 1998, last winter started off slow, but by mid-January, the weather pattern suddenly shifted, and the lake effect snow machine turned on, dumping more than 75 inches of snow in the primary snowbelts.
This storm, it was everywhere. The cities, the county roads, there was nothing they could do to keep up with it. It just came so fast.
By the end of the month, some parts of the Keweenaw collected over 7 feet of snow. February witnessed a cold and snowy open as a potent snowstorm laid down more than 10 inches across the region. February 14th was also the coldest night of winter, with the thermometer dipping to -40 in Amasa. By March, temperatures soared into the 50s and low 60s, which was 25 degrees above average.
Took a 7-mile walk, and then I went home and showered, got my guitar, and came out here to catch some rays. Everybody's out enjoying it. They got their coats off, and they're got great big smiles on their face.
Despite the biggest snowstorm of the season falling on St. Patrick's Day, March 2016 was unseasonably warm and is considered one of the top 10 warmest in history. In April, the first 10 days recorded an astonishing 3.5 feet of snow, the third highest on record for the month.
Our winter was relatively mild, the lake still relatively warm for what we would see early in April, and we just had some very, very cold air come southward out of Canada across the lake, and it allowed for some pretty significant snowfall amounts across parts of upper Michigan.
In early May, the mercury soared into the upper 80s and even low 90s across the west, but by the end of the month, summer wanted to make a cameo appearance. The seasons battled it out with heavy rain, hail, damaging winds, and 2 EF1 tornadoes touching down near Republic.
The middle schoolers, some of us were scared, and then we had a lot of the littler kids, they didn't know what was going on. They thought it was just one of their drills, and they were extending it to a longer time for practice. And we actually knew because of our phones and stuff like that, so we were just trying to keep everybody else calm.
While this was the first severe weather outbreak of 2016, it sure wouldn't be the last. Summer was only beginning, and its violence and instability would often overshadow its tranquility. I'll have more on how the last 6 months of 2016 shaped up on tomorrow's TV6 Early News. Eric DeBroca, TV6 News, Marquette.
And like Eric said, stay tuned for part 2 of the weather in review in 2016 on tomorrow's TV6 Early News.